So yeah, so dear children, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ah, just a minute, I'm getting a call. Yeah, dear children, so wait, before we go to the exercise problems, wait, let me just check. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll first solve the worksheet of this one, and then I'll come to the exercise. Just a minute. Let me open the worksheet. So here is the worksheet of volume and surface area. Is the worksheet visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, uh, sorry. Let's go to the first question. The volume of a sphere is so and so, cubic centimeter it is. Find the uh, curved surface area. First of all, curved surface area, this unit is wrong. Okay, this is a printing error probably. This is not centimeter cube, it should be centimeter square. Okay, everywhere. Cube comes only for volume, not for the area. I believe it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Now, so they have given the volume, we need to find the surface area. Now let's do one thing. Let's write the volumes formula. That's nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now let's write the areas formula. It's basically 4 pi r square. They have given volume, they are asking us to find the area. So we have to find a relation between B and A so that we can find the answer to it, right? So in this case, I see only one option, that is nothing but find the radius and then substitute the radius over here and then find the formula for area. That is the only option I see over here. And let's see how can that be worked out. Wait, correct. We'll have to do that. So first of all, the volume is how much? 4851 is equal to 4 upon 3 pi. Pi will be, let's say, 22 upon 7 multiplied by r cube. And we will have to find r from here. I'm just seeing whether there is any easy cancellation or calculation. I'm not able to find one because this is an odd number and these are even numbers which needs to be cancelled. Strange. This Okay, this calculation here, it's strange. Discover cube root लेंगे. Why so? Hmm, just a minute. ना difficult calculation नहीं आना चाहिए था. मतलब this can be calculated only with the help of a calculator, not mentally. I don't see a logical approach behind this. Trying to find one, but I don't see one.
Sir,
Yeah, yeah.
I think, yeah. So, see, formula for volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube and curved surface area is 4 pi r square, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, keeping the volume formula like that for once, and if we just transpose 3 to the volume, then we can find the value of 4 pi r cube. And
Mm-hmm.
then from there, if we can find the value of 4 pi r square by any chance, then maybe
But
it can be possible.
I sense your point, but in this case, see, okay, I'll just tell you one logic. See, if the radius was given, na, then it would not be, मतलब बहुत easy हो जाता था because with your, see, I understood your logic, even I thought about this. When I take 3 to the side, it becomes 3v. 3v is equal to 4 pi r cube. A is 4 pi r square. So basically 4 pi r cube can be written as 4 pi r square multiplied by r, and this 4 pi r square can be written as A. So 3v will be equal to A multiplied by r. Am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
But in this case, A is also unknown and R is also unknown. There are two unknowns. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense giving such a difficult. See, we can find, but only with the help of a calculator we can find, not without the help of a calculator. I'm just wondering why so 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, 11. Hmm,
And sir, to find the cube root also, it will be very hard because we'll get a very big number.
I know, I know.
Sir, so it's like one of the digits like
10.5.
typed wrong or is something.
But 10.5. There is only. Okay. 1, Okay, I see only one option. Okay, there is only one option, my dear child. So the only option is to find using the conventional method itself. Yep. So volume is how much? 4851 is equal to 4 by 3, 22 by 7. When I, okay, 4 by 3 multiplied by 22 by 7 multiplied by r cube. So that gives r cube is equal to 3 into 7 is 21 multiplied by 4851 divided by 4 into 22 is 88. That gives me uh, r cube is equal to 1157.625. Now, with the help of this, r can be guessed. How? Because if r was 10, well, logically speaking, this number is between 10 and 11. Why? Because 10 cube is 1000. 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by
And
10.
11 is 1331, right?
Yes. And 11 cube is 1300. So this one is somewhere between that. So what we can do is we can assume that R is somewhere around 10.5 because we have options, right? So whichever is the closest option. If my assumption is correct, and 90% case, it will be 10.5 only. Because for you guys at your level, they won't give you 10.2 or 3 or I saw something difficult, they won't give. Mostly it will be 10.5 or maybe it will be 10.25. Nothing beyond that. Okay. So they'll give you a familiar number, not an unfamiliar number. So considering that possibility, I'm taking 10.5. I'm trying it out. I may get one of the answers. Or worst case scenario, even if I'm not getting one of the answers, whatever my answer will be, it will be closer to one of the options. I'll choose that option accordingly. Okay. So considering R to be 10.5, if I'll find the area will be 4 pi R square. So 4 multiplied by 22 by 7 multiplied by R square is 10.5 multiplied by 10.5. That gives you 110.25. And when I multiply them, I get 1386. That's the area. Hmm, Sorry, Nitik, your voice is echoing. I'm not able to understand what you're saying.
Sir, can we expect these types of question in the exam?
See, ideally, it is not expected. I'll specifically tell Ajinkya sir about this so that such kind of questions are not repeated. Maybe in the past it may have come.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, Naitik. Today your audio is really bad. I'm not able to understand a thing you're saying. Siddharth, can we solve using options? Yes, we can. But the thing is, in this case now, wherever the cube and squares are involved, the option seems to be very close to each other, man. Because 1300, then 1600, then 1800, then 1900. They seem to be very close. So using option may take time because or using option also your method is not going to be easy, but because you don't know how much is R, you don't know what is the value of R, right? So yeah, that is a problem. So technically speaking, you won't be able to solve. Maybe it will be, but it'll be like lengthy. Anyway, I'll just note down this answer key. Somebody switched on his mic, I believe. I can hear a disturbance. Can everyone check their mic, please? Now that guy went mute. Very good. And uh, just a minute. I'm just writing it down. Mm, this is so first question ka one. Second one. A solid sphere is melted and recast into right circular cone with base radius equal to that of the sphere. What is the ratio of the radius and height of the cone so formed? Okay, so both of them are having same radius as what they have said. Okay, and the sphere is melted and recasted into something else. So when something is melted and something else is made, the common thing between them is volume. Their volume will not change because under ka content it's going to be same. So indirectly what they have said is volume of the sphere is equal to volume of the cone. Simple language. So far is it clear? Hello?
Sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll write the formula for volume of sphere that gives me 4 by 3 pi r cube. I'll write the formula for volume of cone that gives me 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now, since they have said that the radius for both of them are going to be same, so this radius and this radius are one and the same. So I'll simply cancel now. Now this 3 gets cancelled with this 3, pi gets cancelled with pi. There are two radius over here. There are three radius out of which two I can cancel and one I'll be leaving. So on the left hand side I have 4 into 1 radius and on the right hand side I have h.
H.
So the ratio of radius and height will be r upon h will be equal to 1 upon 4. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Am I raising this? Third question. If each edge of a cube is doubled, then which of the following is true? Two options are based on volume and two options are based on surface area. So let me go with the volume first. So if you think about volume's formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now let me ask you a very simple question.
The
So
cube.
yeah, I've written cube only.
नहीं,
So,
if an edge of a cube is doubled.
oh yeah, my bad, my bad. It's a cube. It's side cube. Okay. Now, when I'm doubling the side, what happens? This SK jagah pe, so the new volume will be equal to, for new volume, I'm writing V dash. It will be 2 times side of the whole cube. Obviously, edge double हुआ है. So 2 का भी cube हो जाएगा, side का भी cube हो जाएगा. 2 cube is 8. 8 into side cube. So old volume was only side cube. The new volume is 8 times side cube, which means 8 times old volume, which is not there in the option.
Character driven binary.
Arnav, I'm muting you because you were speaking to somebody else. Okay, and we were able to hear that. Anyway, so yeah, volume becomes 8 times, which is not there in the option. Now let me check with the surface area. The previous surface area was 6 times side square. The new surface area. Okay, I'll write A for it. 6 times side square. The new surface area, I'll call it as A dash. It will be 6 times 2 side square. So that gives me 2 ka square is 4. 4 multiplied by 6 times side square. 6 times side square is old area. So new area will be 4 times old area, which is option number 4. I believe this much is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fourth question. When the length of the sides of a cube is increased by 10%, the volume increases by how much? So, okay, in this case, the length initially, let's say the volume's initial, like the initial length was L, okay, initial length is S maybe, S cube was the initial volume. For the final volume, the side is increased by 10%. So the new side, I'll call it as S dash. I'll write it over here. Okay.
Sir,
S
is the
dash.
answer option B?
Mm, you're close. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. So S dash will be 10% of more as compared to the initial one. So the initial side plus 10% of the initial side. So that gives you 110% of initial side. Okay. And that in the decimal, it gives you 1.1 side S dash. So 1.1 side cube will be the new wall. Okay. Now, 1 point, obviously cube goes for both. 1.1 cube is how much? 1.331 side cube. And the side cube is old volume. I'll put the old volume's value over here. So the new volume will be equal to 1.331 old volume. Now the question is not how much, like this gives you how many times the old volume it is. Now the question is not about how many times it is. The question is about like how much was it increased. Now how much was it increased? How do we find? So one, I mean, logically speaking, in the previous case also, when I was telling you 1.1 previous side, sorry, new side is equal to 1.1 the old side. ये decimal के पहले वाला one was the पुराना वाला side and decimal के बाद वाला one was the increment basically. Or maybe I can just split this number like this 1 plus 0.331 multiplied by volume. Okay. So that gives you volume plus 0.331 times volume. Now, is this 0.331 can be written as 33.1 divided by 100 times volume. And this is nothing but
0.1%.
33.1% of the volume. So the increment is 33.1 as compared to the original volume. So your answer is absolutely correct. It is 33.1 percentage. Now, ab bologe, sir, every time we have to do this much? No, we don't have to. So whenever you get this particular ratio, whenever you get this one, so decimal के पहले वाला 1 is the initial value. Decimal के बाद जो भी है उस पर 2 digits के बाद decimal point डाल के you can put a percentage. That's your answer. That's a shortcut. Okay. So after the decimal, you
Sir,
had,
when
sorry.
Sir, when I said the answer is option 3, you said that I was close here. So why you said so?
Yeah, because I did not want the students to, think about how your answer came like that. Like, so when I'm agreeing that yes, your answer is absolutely correct, the other students might think कि कैसे आया कैसे आया. तो क्या होता है ये explanation का जो flow है वो disturb हो जाता है.
Oh, okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, I was explaining, right? Hmm.
Okay, okay.
Hmm. Fifth question. Three equal cubes are placed adjacently in a row. Find the ratio of the total surface area of the resulting cuboid to that of the sum of the total surface area of the three cubes. Now, let me say each cube's क्या बोलते हैं उसको side is A. Okay, you consider A, you consider S, whichever you find comfortable, you can consider that. So the individual three cubes, I'll say 3C. Three cubes area. See, one cube's area is 6 into S square. 3 cubes area will be this multiplied by 3. So ultimately yours will be 18 s square. That will be 3 cubes area. Is this much clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now when you're joining one cube with another cube, what happens? इनके बीच का जो common side है ना, they are not visible outside. They are hidden inside. So from this cube also one side is hidden. From this cube also one side is hidden. So total how many sides are hidden? Two sides. Do you understand this? This is when I'm joining the first and second cube. Now when I'm joining the second and third cube also, that time also there is a common patch where two sides are hidden. Do you agree with me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Huh. So in all, when I joined three cubes, I basically hid how many sides? Four sides, two sides and two sides. So initially they all had 18 sides. Now they have four sides lesser when they are joined together. So the combined cuboid will have only 14 sides and each side's area is side square, s square. Hence 14 s square will be the combined cuboid's area. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the question is, what is the ratio of total surface area of the resulting cuboid? I'll call this as R because of the word resulting, and the sum of the total areas of the three cubes. I'll call this C. So the area of R upon C, area of R is how much? 14 s square. Area of C is 18 s square, which we have already found. S square gets cancelled. 14 and 18 cancel होने के बाद you'll be left with 7 by 9. 7 by 9 is your answer.
Sir, is there any shortcut to do this, or we have to do it every time by this lengthy method?
Technically speaking, this is okay. So the shorter way is what for any problem to be solved is basically you start with the ratio itself. Matlab, what did I do? I solved this one separately, I solved this one separately, and then I wrote. That's why it's taking so much of time and space. So what you can do is you can directly start from here itself. You start from here, R by C. What is R? R is this much. You've hidden four sides. 18 में से चार निकला 14. And cube में there are 18. 18. 6 into 3, there are 18. So you can directly start from here. And this is a shorter method. Understood? Hmm. Next. Naitik, tell me.
Sir, can you hear me?
Now it's very clear. Tell me. Matlab, much better. Not very clear, but much better.
Sir, I had doubt that in the first question, how did you quickly get R cube?
Okay, I'll just go to that. Let me check which was that. Just a minute. Acha, how did I quickly get? Matlab, I used a calculator in the background basically.
Okay, so this type
Hmm.
of question will not come for us, right?
Yeah, these types of questions where the calculations are so difficult are not likely to come. Hardly any possibility. I'll inform Ajinkya sir that this was repeated earlier, and I'll ask him whether there's a possible. I don't think. No, no, no. From what I have spoken with Ajinkya sir, we don't generally prefer such kind of questions. We don't generally prefer.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Next, sixth one. Find the area of the iron sheet required to prepare a cone 20 centimeter high and base radius 21 centimeter. So in short, see iron sheet use करके we are going to make a cone. So in short, what they're asking is the surface area of a cone. That's what they're asking. Okay, is it clear? This much is 20. This is 21. And this is slant length, which we have to find. You remember we found slant length? How did we find? It was Pythagorean theorem, right? Remember that?
Pythagoras theorem.
29.
Ah, sorry.
29. My answer
Acha,
is coming 29 for L.
for L, you mean to say, right? Yeah, there is
Yes.
a possibility. 400 plus 441 to 841 hota hai. Yep, you're absolutely correct. So, Pythagorean theorem say basically L square is basically 20 square plus 21 square. So for shortcut, ये square को मैं directly square root में इधर डाल देता हूँ, है ना? Square root of 20 square, that is 400, plus 21 square, that is 441. That gives you square root of 841. That gives you L is equal to 29. Okay, so we found L. Now, what are we supposed to find? The surface area. Surface area comprises of two parts. The first part is the curved surface area, for which the area is pi r L. And second part is the area of the base, which is nothing but pi r square. And when you combine the formula, it's pi r in the bracket L plus r, right? This was the formula. So pi's formula is pi's value is 22 by 7. R's value is 21 multiplied by L is 29. 29 plus R is 21. So 7 and 21 gets cancelled. We get 3. 3 into 22 is 66. Multiplied by 29 plus 21 is 50. And that gives you
The triple
3016.
0.
Sorry.
Sorry, sir. I did a mistake. Please carry on.
Yeah.
Sir, none of these.
Yeah, correct. 3300 is your answer, which is not there in the option. So there goes none of these. Yes, yeah, sir. Tell me what's your query.
Sir, but over here the formula is for the. Okay, sorry, got it.
Hmm.
Sir, this formula is formula for total surface area, right?
Yes. Okay. Hmm. चलो ठीक है डियर चिल्ड्रन आज के लिए इतना ही सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम टिल देन टेक केयर बाय बाय
Sir,
Bye, sir.
sir,
yep
sir.
yeah
Sir, I have some questions that I couldn't solve on my own. Can we discuss about it? Like, I'll share you the file with the questions that I don't know. Can we discuss about it in the next class, or can you reply
yeah
in
what
WhatsApp?
you can do see this this I'm telling for each and every student. See, my dear children, whatever doubts you have, we have already planned a doubt solving session. So what you can do is you can send your doubts to Ajinkya sir will send those doubts to me. And how much ever doubts we could solve in the class, we'll be solving in the class. Remaining, I'll reply from the mobile itself. Okay, and we will be having a doubt solving session after completing the last chapter as well. So we right now we are dealing with the worksheet of volume and surface area. After this, we'll be completing the worksheet of circle, and after circle's worksheet, we'll be doing the doubt solving session. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So meanwhile, everyone can prepare their doubt and create one PDF or one paper, image, whatever sounds better to you. Create a file and send it across to Ajinkya sir. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Sure.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.